Isabelle Huppert. You are here with a brand new film. It's called La Ritournelle. What does that mean, La Ritournelle?
La Ritournelle means a song like that comes back ever. A little song that you repeat, comme un refrain.
Yes, and it's the second time that you work with the director, Marc Fitoussi.
Yes, Marc is a real, as we say in French or in English, a real author, meaning he has a real universe of his own. He likes to pay attention to people who has sort of modest lives and turn them into real heroes of their own lives. And then the second film, Copacabana, was again about this woman who had sort of survive and do all little jobs to earn her life. And well, this one is different in the sense that the people in the film are sort of more privileged. They are not. They are wealthy people who take care of their animals, but they have sort of not small but boring lives. And this woman wants all of a sudden to have a different life, and she wants to break the rules, and in a gentle way. She's not a rebel. She's just she does it quite gently because the movie is the general tone of the movie is quite gentle,
yes.
But very, very smart and sensitive.
What memories do you have about the shooting of Heaven's Gate?
Well, I have a lot of memories because it was 6 months, so I can't tell you all the memories I have because otherwise it would be another 2 weeks here. But I have great memories, yes, for sure. It was because I have great memories because it was such an unusual and unexpected experience for me, for a French actress that I was and that I'm still am a French actress, to find myself in this environment of a Western. Like it was quite amazing. Of course, I'm not used to ride horses in the streets of Paris in my film, so it was quite new to me.
But let's not forget that I mean, Heaven's Gate was already mentioned, that you also made films outside of France.
A lot.
A lot.
Here.
Yes, even here in Munich.
Especially here in Munich.
Yes. And
no, I'm saying especially because actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, but when I come to Munich, I mainly remember Werner Schröter, who I miss a lot, and I think everybody misses him a lot. And so I have great memories of Munich, working with Werner here, Malina, before going to Vienna afterwards. But we did a big part of the film in Munich.
In the Bavaria studios, yes. Also with the fire and.
It was fire all the time with Werner anyway. So whether it was metaphorical or real, it was fire. Yeah, for sure.
And you worked several times with another German-speaking director, an Austrian director, Michael Haneke, who was also here a few years ago as the recipient of the CineMerit Award. So
that's something more I share with Michael.
Yes. So the last film you did with him was Amour,
oui.
Which has its own success story. Can you tell us about the shooting of that film in that apartment, which was entirely built, I think, in a studio? It looks like a real apartment. You really cannot tell that it's fabricated, that it's built, which I found amazing.
Yeah, the set was quite amazing, as it usually is on Michael Haneke's films. And well, of course, I didn't work a lot. I only worked a week or so in the film, but it was, if I can say so, quite nice, and because it's quite pleasant to work with Michael Haneke, very easy, and of course the subject was not very cheerful, but the work with him is always nothing to see what the subject that usually we are dealing with on films. The way he works is very, there was a lot of enthusiasm, and it's quite, it's nice. Yeah. It's very...
What was special in your work with Michael Haneke, let's say in comparison with the director like Claude Chabrol?
Well, all work is different from different directors. It was not so different actually from Chabrol to Michael, because as I said, work is very, very easy with Michael. He's very, very obsessive. He likes to find the right tone, the right detail. He's very obsessed with details, but it's not, I never thought it was difficult to work with him. It's never difficult to work with great directors anyway, whoever they are, whether it's Claude Chabrol or... and I was lucky enough with Michael and with Claude Chabrol that they're just like me very much as an actress, you know. So I think that's the definition of a great relationship between an actor and a director. It's not really more mysterious than this. It's just because someone likes you and he likes your face, he likes what you are, and he likes to turn around you and to film you. And an actress or an actor, let's say, feel that, and you feel very free, you feel very trustful, confident, and you can do basically anything they ask you to do. I mean, anything, whether within certain limits, of course, but a lot of things. Makes the work very easy.
How about François Ozon? You made the movie 8 Women.
Mm-hmm.
It must be very funny to play the film with Catherine Deneuve and yourself and so on. Can you tell us?
Yeah, I can. Well, I think we were at the Berlin Film Festival, yes, with the film,
yes,
and it was we had a lot of fun. Everybody was getting along very much. No competition, no rivalry, nothing of that sort. Unexpectedly, from people's mind, not from us, but so altogether it was really, really nice. And it's a good memory because it was during the shoot that I got Best Actress for The Piano Teacher. Yes. And so when I came back, they all cheered me and opened champagne for me. So I can tell you that they were really nice to me.
Yes, please. Spitzenkörperin.
Did this part require a special preparation for you?
I think any part never requires any. You know, the preparation for a film, whatever it is, it's mostly the costumes. That's the preparation for a role. Nothing more, nothing less, because it is. You go through that process which builds up the character day by after day, after you establish the costume. But apart from this, there is no really preparation. And I think it's one of those roles that really stick to you the rest, not for the rest of my life, because of course I was able after that to do very different things, but it was really a gift, because the mere description of the character in the book was so close to me, with round cheeks and freckles, and I thought, oh, it's strange because you really wrote it for me, you know. I thought, so it was really one of those encounters between an actress and a role. I think that no character are ever similar to actors. It's similar to your fantasies. It's similar to your imaginary representations, which everybody have. If you read a book, you can relate to Dostoevsky, but it doesn't mean that you are the character of Dostoevsky, and it's exactly the same for an actor. You relate in an imaginary way to what you act, but it's so most of the time it's a relief. That's why people sometimes have a hard time understanding why you enjoy doing a very dramatic character, for example. And I keep saying it's certainly more difficult for the viewers to watch it than for the actors to do it. For the actors, it's just a symbolic representation of any human behavior, but it doesn't mean that you are that behavior. Hope. hopefully. Otherwise, my life would be nightmare, and, and everybody's lives around me too.
Yes.
So
So you not only act in films, you also are a stage actress,
I am,
a
yes.
theater actress. Tell us more about the stage acting part of your career as an actress.
well, I've over the past 10, 12, I mean, I don't remember, years or so, yes, I did a lot of stage work, including I did some of it in Berlin most of the time, because I'm even more happy with my work on, not more happy, but I think it was more unexpected for a movie actress to meet all the people I've met doing stage work, like working with Bob Wilson and Peter Zadek, who is, for me, who was a major stage director. It was, again, one of those great encounters of my life. And more recently, I've just finished a play by Marivaux with Luc Bondy, which has just finished in Paris and on tour.
And if you would try and define the differences in the acting techniques for film and stage?
I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try because I act just as I am, whether it's on stage or in films, including when I do classic, and that's, if I do Marivaux, for example, I do it as naturally as possible, and I think it's the best homage that you can pay to an author, even if he's a classical author. It's what I like to do on stage, just be more a person than a character. It's more difficult sometimes on stage, because on stage you are most of the time characters, because also you play pre-existing characters most of the time. If you play classic, people have certain representations of Phaedra or Marivaux or whatever it is. So I like just to be me, and, because it's me. So not to be someone that does not exist.
Yes, please.
If you get a role, but it's not as per your own personality, it's not you. You think it's not myself. Will you deny it? And second question, small question, which is your film which you can say, which you made, and you can say, that's the film, it's me, and I like it. That's what you can say.
It's me and it's not me. It's always the same. But as for your first question, you said if I was offered a role which is not me. Well, yes, it needs a kind of connection, whether it's very close or very, even if the thread is really, really thin between you and the character, it does need a sort of a connection between you and the role. Otherwise, it's not possible. It has to go through me by necessity, of course. What was the second question?
The second question, which film, the films we have made till now, you can say, this is a film I can really identify. The film is as per my mind and my personality.
The one will you be seeing tonight. I mean it.
Yes, it's
If you see it.
yes. Yes, please.
What has changed, in your opinion, in French cinema since you started?
Nothing. You always think it was better before, but that's from the beginning of the world, You think things were before better. So, it's still true for me, for the cinema, for now. It was probably better before, because it's you always feel that you lose something, but you don't want to really, believe in that. I think the French cinema is still quite strong and alive, and even if it's true to say that, yes, maybe certain films, certain subjects, you feel like you would do it more easily some time ago. But I don't want to sound pessimistic or negative, so.
You always seem like a rather fearless actress.
Yes, but I always work with good directors. That's why I can be fearless. I mean, yeah, most of the time. Whether you like them or not, but or one likes them or not, but when I do the film, I trust them, and it's the most important element. I feel very uncomfortable when I have to decide to make a film with someone that I don't really trust, even if the role is great, even if I don't feel at ease, so I don't do it. Yes, yeah, it's the basis. It's my idea of doing movies and of cinema. I think it's a good idea to really believe that it's a self-expression of one person.
Here's the next question. Yes.
Do you have a favorite actor you want to play, or you have played?
The good ones are my favorite usually, yes. But no, I don't have a favorite actor. I know that you never play alone. You play with someone. That's my definition of acting. You don't act, you act with, because it's all about. So I like to play with good actors.
Yes, please.
I would like to know what interests you in these complex characters.
I think it's also possible, certainly more now than it used to be, because the borders between the good and the bad are much more blurred, and it's much easier now to give life to complexities and ambiguities. Also because the camera is a perfect media for that. It's like a microscope, and it shows the invisible. It shows so you can do whatever you want. You can say something, think the contrary, and it shows. It shows if you are a good actress. But no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What was your drive to do cinema?
My drive was to drive from my house to the theater course where I went when I was 14 years old, and then for me it's a difficult question. Maybe not for others. I mean, I'm sure some people can think, I want to be an actor, I want to be an actress, and from wherever I think about it, I always wanted to be an actress. I never thought that clearly. Clearly I became an actress. Clearly I became an actress right away, but I never really said it to me clearly. And I still don't. Because I still think that the definition of being an actress is very something that not so easy to define. Sometimes I feel an actress, sometimes I'm not even sure I'm an actress. So, but I think I like to be on that sort of, slightly uneasy feeling. No, I prefer to think that I'm more amateur. That I think it's a better definition of doing what you like to do. Just do it as an amateur, more than doing it as a real professional, pretending to know everything. It was more about that nuance that I was saying that. Maybe I wasn't so clear. And when you are an amateur, you are a bit more insecure, but maybe it's the best way to do it.
It's a very great inimitable Isabelle Huppert. Thank you very much.